Hi everybody, Amanda from Champagne Pouring Art here, and today I'm working with two different white cell activators once again. These are both Amsterdam. This one in the cutoff container is the last of my titanium white, which I used in a previous video, and this one is actually pearl red. It's one of their interference colors that when it dries, you can see this like pearly reddish color. I haven't tried this for a cell activator before, mainly because it's transparent, where the titanium white is opaque. And usually I stick to opaques for cell activators because I want to see the color of the cell activators outlining my cells. What I'm thinking is that when I use this transparent, it's going to basically soak up the color that's right underneath it, which will most likely be an opaque. I typically layer an opaque under, sometimes a transparent, but usually an opaque because I'm usually going for peacock or bullseye cells because that's my favorite. So we're going to try two blooms today, both with the same paints, both in the same layer, and one I'll use the regular titanium white and the other one we'll use the pearl red, and we'll compare after and see how they look different. First, I wanted to ensure everyone that commented on my posts and reels from the other day that I have not touched this piece. I know I threatened to peel it. I will not peel it. A lot of people had a lot of things to say, which I really appreciate. All your loving support. I do really like it in retrospect. It's really shimmery and pretty, as you can see from, I've got unicorn in there, aquamarine, two of my favorites, as well as abalone, which was a brand new. I'd been dying to get that one, all from TLP. You can see it up here. It's really nice. And yeah, so I'll resin it and keep it or gift it, but either way, it's safe, I promise. Okay. So let's look at the two cell activators first. Both Amsterdam. This is the titanium white. It's pretty bright. This is the pearl red, which looks pretty different. You can definitely tell that I think that this one's transparent in comparison. So I'm going to do the regular titanium white first. So I'm going to use a bit of Alyssum from Sherwin-Williams Color to Go. I do have to say, I've had this can all summer, so I believe that I purchased these before they changed whatever it is that they changed. So I'm still having really good luck with these. I have got a can of PPG Multi-Pro to use when I'm out of these, and I'm looking into trying a few different things, but I know people have been having problems with these. This one's, I believe, still the old recipe, so it's working okay. So I'm going to start with TLP Aquamarine. And then I'm layering a phthalo turquoise, which is a transparent tube. This is TLP Ball Ground. And then I've got Triart Quiller Violet. Putting just a bit because it's pretty bossy. And then I've got TLP Sequins. This is one of my absolute favorites. And I'm going to top with Whole Bean Shadow Green, which is opaque, another favorite. Just pop that little bubble. Okay. Maybe be a little thick with my cell activator, which happens. Sometimes you just have to make adjustments. You know, the longer you have them open, the longer you're painting. Your paints can dry out if the heat's on in your room, if you have humidity, if you don't have humidity, all kinds of things. So I find myself having to kind of go back and adjust things throughout my painting sessions, but I've been doing more purples and greens together lately, which was something that I was never really liked, but they're just kind of speaking to me lately, I guess. I found myself gravitating towards them more and more. Shadow green from Whole Bean is one of my favorite greens, and I also really love Color Violet. So, not the best blow happening here, but the colors are really pretty together. Got some really cute cells and one really nice bullseye right in the middle. I'm trying to kind of go back in and see if I can break up any of the spots where I left the cell activator, you know, rather thick. But you do have to be really careful when you do that, because if you accidentally blow to the side and you blow paint onto your cell activator, or you blow over a cell that has already produced, you can kind of ruin what you have gotten. So I'm trying to like really direct where I'm blowing, and it's not really working, so I'm just gonna leave it. It is pretty. Oh my goodness. There we go. It is pretty. It is shimmery. I do have some pretty cool cells, especially that one there. Really love that one. So I'll do a close-up after I do the two of them, but you can see the cell activator is pretty bright. You can definitely tell that I used white. Okay, so for the second one, we're gonna go same paint, same order, just switching out the titanium white cell activator for the pearl red. And I'm really curious to see, after it dries, if you can really see any of the pearly part of it. Okay, aquamarine, phthalo blue, or phthalo turquoise, excuse me, ball gown, color violet, sequins, and the shadow green. Okay. That's cute so far. These cells almost look a little bit rounder than the titanium white. Cute. Wow. That's kind of fun. Look at that so far. Pretty differently shaped cells, I think. I can see the pearly red part developing a little bit already. I don't know if you can hear that in the background. Apparently one of my neighbors is having target practice in their backyard right now. Very distracting. Okay, well, this is actually kind of cool. Huh, I don't think I like it. It's definitely not nearly as bright as the titanium. In fact, I think it is starting to look green a little bit from the shadow green. So I think what I'm going to do is put this one on the table and wait a couple of minutes to do my sort of final review and see if it changes. Okay, so we're back with the two finished pieces. I think it's been about 10 minutes, and you can see they do look pretty different. The top here is the Amsterdam CA with the pearl red, which I mentioned was transparent. So it's really kind of taking on the shadow green that was layered underneath it. I do think it's pretty. The cells are different. I like them. And I can sort of see a little bit of the pearl red. I'll definitely check back when it's dry and see if any of that pearl, it should show up better once it dries, especially being on a dark color, but we'll see. And down here, oh, there goes my neighbor again. Target practice Sunday, apparently. Down here we have titanium white, opaque, and you can see it still does look white. Really fun cells overall. I mean, I do like both of them. I think that depending on what kind of look or pour you were going for, you know, you could get some really cool effects with this one. I think I'm going to pick up a couple other interference colors, maybe different brands, and try those out and see what kind of fun cells I can get, because after all, I'm here for the cells. So thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate you. Have a great day.